This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
Happy Thursday, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Fleet and Footy as we are ready to talk some soccer here over the next hour. Stuart Weber, along with Llerandi. Big Lou, how we doing? No. That's not. We're not doing that.
We can't start that one now?
No. See, because you are Big Lou. That's your nickname.
I guess so.
Yeah.
And I made him nicknames. Assistant coach Matty Isles just called me Lucho the other day.
Lucho.
I kind of like that one.
The luchador.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
I'm a wrestling guy.
Get a little mask on, you know? Get a little lucha libre mask.
Armada lucha mask.
Have you been to any lucha libre events?
Not lucha specifically, but
No.
wrestling.
Some
WWE,
wrestling.
AEW.
I had this trip that was scheduled for 2020. Obviously, it didn't happen, as many trips for many people did not happen. But I think it was like 6 countries over 2 weeks. I was hitting a ton of South America and ending in Mexico, and I was going to go to a lucha libre match while I was in Mexico City.
That would have been fun.
Would have been awesome.
And they love their baseball out there, too.
A lot of the things in that trip would have been awesome. Unfortunately, it got canceled. And a lot of those dollars I never saw back because, the airline industries in South America aren't quite as reliable when it comes to refunds. This just in.
My canceled COVID trip was one to Madrid. Was to Barcelona to see Madrid and Barcelona play in El Clasico.
Oh, not an El Clasico.
In El Clasico. This was with Messi and all the boys there. But
I did eventually get to Peru, which was awesome.
There you go.
And then I think the first trip out of COVID was like right when we were cleared to travel. I went to Portugal.
Oof.
And I went to a soccer match. And the Euros were being played a year late. So the Euro 2020 was being played in 2021, and I went to a Poland-Spain match. It was awesome. I think you remember that. I took an Armada jersey.
Yes, I do remember that.
What a time. What a time to be alive. Well, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate everyone joining us here on Thursday afternoon. Fleet and Footy, as always. Comments, questions, welcomed in the chat. Jump on in. Lou, matching the scheme of our color scheme of the show today.
Well, you asked
Outfit of the day.
Yeah, you asked me to bring in, something that was from my high school playing days.
Now, I said your jersey.
This is true. And you know what? I had my mom look for it. No, I thought that they didn't let us keep it. She did find some
That's actually probably a good shout.
She found some other exciting things, so maybe we'll do some more show and tell as, the weeks draw on.
I love a show and tell.
We do love a good show and tell.
But I'm wearing the FBHS Pirates sweatshirt.
Let's see the solo Lou cam as he shows off. Fernandina Beach High School.
It's Under Armour. And I was telling Stuart that it was the age of Under Armour sweatshirts back when I was in high school and middle school. I think Hambone can probably attest to that.
100%.
Yes.
So everybody wore those?
Oh, my. I had
everybody.
Every different kind of color of these with the big UA on it. It was a time to be alive.
By the way,
Socks and Sperry's.
Big one tonight in the district playoffs for Fernandina Beach. 16-5-1 on the year, the Pirates. But they got to take on the Bulls Bulldogs today.
Ooh,
Bulls 5-7-1.
Oh, whoa.
So you would think Fernandina Beach would be favored
Where's
in
this
one.
match taking place?
What's that?
Where's this match taking place?
But they did lose the Bulls earlier this year 2-0.
Yeah, you know what? Come on, Coach Pete Kovalik and co. I know the boys. They'll put up a fight against the Bulldogs. When I was playing, we never beat Bulls, so I can't really say that. I think we tied them.
Bulls is the 2 seed. Fernandina Beach is the 3 seed in district play.
Love it. I love that.
Wolfson boys, the 1 seed. They did win the Gateway Conference title. We'll check out some highlights from the ladies here in just a little bit on today's program. But we get it started. We got a 2016 video to showcase. Is this because of this internet thing where people are like showcasing stuff from 2016?
Yeah, I thought we did a flashback to 2016. This is following the trend on social media, but there's a couple great pictures in here, and there's some really iconic Armada moments, especially in this year of 2016. That first picture, you saw Charles Alonso, and in the background, head coach Alessandro Nesta of Miami FC. Right there, you've got U.S. men's national team cult legend Breck Shea there with Pascal Million.
I was just looking at Pascal.
Of course.
Miggy. You got Miggy in the all yellow.
We played that iconic friendly against Orlando City in the ballpark. Kaká scores a free kick, but Mishak Jerome
had a better
follows
one.
it up.
Yeah.
Still age of the New York Cosmos.
Yeah, they're back apparently.
They are back out of New Jersey. Now.
Yeah.
But just a really fun overall year. We
It was
also
a fun year.
played Orlando City
Zach there.
in the U.S. Open Cup,
Good.
I believe.
Yeah, that was a fun year.
Yes.
We had some fun that year. I will say, I think this whole trend of 2016 throwbacks is like internet hackers or someone trying to gain more data on you from the past.
That's not a bad shout, Stuart.
You know, like every
I
time,
don't take you
every
as a
time
conspiracy
it's like,
guy.
every time it's like, show your childhood picture. It's like, no, you want to like take my details and information from childhood pictures, and it's like, did you have a favorite street growing up? Well, yeah, that's one of my security questions. I'm not going to tell you it on social media.
That's great. I never thought of it that way.
I think that's what's happening.
I
here.
never have.
Just saying.
You're a smart guy, though.
I didn't have a beard. That's your 2016 update from me.
You were beardless?
I was at all of these games, however, up in the booth, kind of like this with a microphone and headsets on and
well, then next week
describing some games.
We'll both have a 2016 Armada picture. What about that?
We just said I don't want to give my information to the internet.
Seriously.
What in the world? Look,
I'm sure there's a public picture.
Are you engineering this?
I can go in the drop. I'll go in the Armada Dropbox. I'm sure there's something.
There's a lot of pictures. I'm sure there's plenty on the YouTube.
That's great.
On the Twitter, on everywhere. You could find shots of me calling games from back.
You're a man of the public, Stuart.
I try to be. We try.
Man of the people.
We do what we can. We do it for the people. That's what we do the show for, by the way. We do the show for the people, that want to hop on and have some fun and talk a little soccer. Let's talk about this weekend. This was a big weekend here in Jacksonville. We're talking, of course, about the Puma King Cup. Is it like one of the only sponsors?
They do sponsor a lot of tournaments, but I think
including this one.
Yeah, I think this is one of their main ones.
What makes it the King Cup? Do you know?
We're in Jacksonville, baby. That's the reason why. We're the Kings,
Okay. I'm just asking if there's an actual reason why.
I don't know.
Hamby knows. We were having this discussion on the Brett and Austin show earlier today.
Indeed.
As it is Lizard Kings weekend.
This is true.
For the Jacksonville Icemen. So I was out at practice and did a little live report from the Igloo.
Also, India Day is coming up February 1st.
Also coming up, in a couple weeks.
India Day.
Yes, indeed. Remember you remember the story? There's a connection here, obviously. Remember the story with Kelsey, the older Kelsey, about how he played some ice hockey while he was here? Did you remember seeing that?
He went to the Igloo.
When they came to broadcast the game here in Jacksonville, he went to the Igloo in the days leading up to it, played some hockey, like just in a pickup league with some guys, like an older men's pickup league. And he won. They gave him player of the match, and it came with like this little turban because it was sponsored by Jack Spice.
Okay.
So there's a whole connection here between Jack Spice, the Icemen, the Igloo, local hockey, and thus India Night coming up. Shout out to Jack Spice, good Indian.
It's always good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Never disappoints.
Take it back to the Lizard Kings, though.
Back to the Lizard Kings.
Yeah.
Gosh, tangents. I love tangents. So it's Lizard Kings weekend, which means they'll be wearing their throwback jerseys back to the old days when they were the Lizard Kings.
Fantastic.
And so we were trying to figure out where did the moniker Lizard Kings come from. There are a couple theories out there. One would be a lyric, right? Is this what you said, Hamby? From
actually,
the Doors.
Yeah,
Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison. He was known as the Lizard King.
Known as the Lizard King.
Okay.
Another one that Alex Reed, who does PR and broadcasting for the Iceman, told me after I was done with the broadcast, is that the original owners of the Lizard Kings were sitting around in Jacksonville, and one of them was like, "Man, there's so many lizards here," and the other one said something to the effect of, "Yeah, they're like the kings of this place." Oh, and then don't know if that's where it came from, but it's possible. Anyhow, to swing it all the way back, Lizard Kings, Puma King Cup. Back to the video of the King Cup as the boys in blue get the job done. The U16's going out and winning. So U16, 17, and 19 all played. 17 and 19 were playing in showcase matches. How'd they do? Pretty good?
Yes.
They showcased their skills?
They played 4 games in 48 hours?
Yeah. It's a lot.
Clean sheets in all of them, Stuart.
For everybody.
For the U16s.
Oh,
for the
16s.
U16s.
I was saying 17s and 19s.
So
before I
the
get to the
17s and 19s won out.
They all won as well.
They all won out, yes.
So everybody won every match.
Every single match, which is quite impressive.
We like that.
But yes, to highlight the 16s, because this is who you're seeing in this video here.
The 16s are the key piece because they played in an actual tournament.
Yes.
That they could win an actual cup made for a king.
Exactly. They were the kings of the cup. They get it done. 4 different games. I think they scored 12 goals, allowed 0. So just some really all-around great stats, especially for a team that struggled at the beginning of the year and now is finding their identity now coming the second half of the season. But this is exactly what Tommy has wanted to instill in this squad. And I think it's a little bit tougher for those U16s because they haven't been through that process yet. So it's always an interesting time to see how Tommy can mold those guys into future Armada players.
All right. You got video of a goal.
I do.
You want to showcase it?
Yeah, why not? This is Icaro Luizelli, number 7. He scored quite a few goals throughout the tournament, but this was kind of like the icer penalty in the final. They're wearing that all-black kit with the gold. Got posted quite a bit on Instagram throughout the lower league soccer,
For the penalty?
No, but the nice kits.
Oh,
the boys, the nice kits. Yeah, Drip FC posted us. MLS Next posted us.
We have long said that the black kit is just awesome.
And the boys were waiting for it. We told them, you get to the final, you get the black kit.
I like that. I like that method of motivation.
It worked. It really, really did.
Yeah. They got to wear them, and they got to show out in them.
You know a Vamos or 2 is in there.
1,000%. They won the final 3-0, I believe?
Yes, 3-0. This was the second goal of that final, and then a really late one on to really put the dagger in it.
So the reason you have video of it is because it was a set piece. The run of play ones, you don't get the video.
Well, usually,
because otherwise you'd have to be shooting the whole time.
Yes.
You're taking pictures.
Yes.
But when it comes to a set piece, you switch it over to the video.
Because I can get, a clip for the show, a clip for the socials.
Yeah.
It works out.
Yeah.
You wanted some behind-the-scenes footage. That's what you asked me.
That's what I wanted.
Some,
that's what we got.
Right in the corner. They celebrated right in the corner to me.
Well, you're the one.
See me.
You're the camera there.
Like this.
Is that what you did? Did you point at the camera?
Yeah, well, sometimes when they don't see me, I'll be like, Ika, or I'll say their name or something. Yeah. 7.
It's funny because with the NFL games, it's the same thing happens, right? Especially the defense. When the defense does something, they want to go to a camera and celebrate at it. And it's like I always try my hardest to get them to come to me, but there's so many cameras on the sideline for those. They usually go to the team photographer, videographer, as they should. But when they're not there, I'm like, come over to me. And then sometimes the opposing team will do something and they'll come to me and I'll just go, I'll just turn the camera the other way because I don't care about you people. And you're celebrating against the Jaguars. I've had to do that a couple times. I enjoyed that on the road, especially. Those are good. All right, so we got an interview as well.
We do.
Andrew Francesconi.
Yeah, I feel like it was only right to interview the goalkeeper. He played in all 4 of these matches, kept 4 clean sheets, and really did make some fantastic diving efforts.
All right, so Hambone, if you could, we have Llerandi catching up with Andrew Francesconi, goalkeeper for the U16's of the Jacksonville Armada MLS Next squad.
Here with U16's goalkeeper, Andrew Francesconi. Andrew, you just won the Puma King Cup, starting in all 4 matches, keeping clean sheets in every game. What does that achievement mean to you?
It feels great. It feels great for the whole team. Extremely proud of my back line. I was able to keep minimal shots. I was able to pick up the rest, but extremely proud of our team and what we've accomplished this whole season.
What was your mindset going into the tournament, knowing you'd be counted on in every single match?
Just doing the little things right. Our team, we've been focusing on just doing the little things right since we got back from the break and taking little steps forward, and we were able to get results in every game.
How important was consistency for you across multiple games in such a short span?
It was really, really important. We played 4 games in about 48 hours. It was really important that we took care of our bodies off the field and we were preparing as well as we could on the field.
Well, this is your first year in the academy. Were with JFC when you were younger. What's been the biggest adjustment for you so far stepping into the MLS Next Academy?
The attention to detail is everything here. Just taking care of yourself off the field and training as hard as you can every single day in a very good environment on the field.
What's it been like working under head coach Tommy Krajanovic in your first season and also having Nick Rule as your goalkeeper coach.
Very extremely talented coaches, very knowledgeable about the game. I've learned a lot so far, and I'm really excited for the second half of the season.
I gotta know, what feels better, lifting the trophy or seeing 4 clean sheets on the board?
They both feel really great, but I have to say the trophy, it's a great achievement for my whole team, able to come together and win as a team.
And the fun one here, what goalkeeper do you try and base your game off of?
The German goalkeeper, Oliver Kahn. I love his confidence. I aspire to play with that much confidence one day. He was a little bit crazy, but that's what you got to be as a goalkeeper.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Oliver Kahn, Stuart.
Hey, that's a guy.
That is a guy.
It's a call there. A fun one for the fans. You didn't say it though.
You know, every single time it's like ingrained in
You
my
were
mind.
thinking it. You're
Of
like,
course.
I can't say it. I'm gonna get ripped on the show. You're gonna get ripped either way. That's kind of how we do things here on Fleet and Footy. But yeah, fantastic weekend for the U16's of the Jacksonville Armada MLS Next program. They win the Puma King Cup. But it wasn't just the U16's or the 17s and 19s. This was a giant event here in Jacksonville for Jacksonville FC. And if we're ready, let's go ahead and bring in the director of Jacksonville FC. That would be Pat Cannon, who joins us now. Coach, how we doing?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
We're doing excellent here on a Thursday on Fleet and Footy. I guess we'll kind of start with how big of an undertaking is this event for you guys every year to host it? Because you send out the graphic beforehand that has the participating teams, and I'm like, hey, that's every team ever. That's pretty cool. You guys have so many teams and so many age divisions and groups that come here to Jacksonville to come compete in the Puma King Cup.
Yeah, I mean, we put a lot of work in it, throughout I think it started in 2018. So building relationships with top quality clubs in the Southeast and around the U.S. We have, clubs coming in from Texas and Boston, and we've had clubs from Wisconsin and Maryland throughout the past year. So it's really just building those relationships and putting a very quality event in. We put a lot of time and effort into the fields prior to make sure that, their event and they come down is top notch. But yeah, we have some very, very good teams that come in and clubs, and it's a really exciting event that we put on once a year.
It's kind of impressive. Not only are we at Patton Park during this Puma King Cup, but we're also at Davis as well. Can you just kind of speak on, how you're able to, contact all these teams and just really bring it together? Because it really is impressive when you're at the park and you see all these cars from all over the United States.
Yeah, we've grown it that at the beginning it was only 80 teams, and now it's over 170 teams. So having to bring in Davis the last 2 years has helped us run the event. Davis this year served primarily for the older groups, 17s and 19s on the college showcase side. They've got a great field house there that's allows us to do a little extra for the college coaches with feeding them and getting out of the weather, as we had some tough weather this Sunday with it being in the 40s and raining the whole day. So it was great that we had the field house for the college coaches, but for us at Patton, we were out in the rain the whole day, and but the event ended up fantastic. The level of play, it was really fun watching the whole weekend. Just that from the difference of U9 to U16 out here at Patton, the younger ones, the excitement they bring, and then the older ones within the 16s, as you guys have shown, the Armada, and the quality of play that we saw was just fantastic.
No better way to showcase your skills than battling the conditions. Because look, a lot of the colleges that are maybe recruiting these kids, they're not all in Florida. That's all I'm saying. So, it's good to show a little toughness, show a little fortitude out there in the weather. All right, we were tossing around some ideas here. If we're going to ask anybody where the name King Cup comes from, we got to ask Pat Cannon. Do you know where King Cup came from? Where that name came from?
Yeah, do you guys know what the top selling shoes for Puma is?
Lewis might. Is it the King?
I guess they're the Kings.
Yeah, the Puma Kings, that's like their classic. So compare the Puma Kings to Adidas Copas. It's kind of like the shoe that's been around forever with Puma. It's my favorite cleat because it still has the old school feel to it, the actual leather, not what the kids are wearing nowadays. So that's where the Puma King Cup comes from, and their Puma King classification on their top programs that they sponsor is Puma Kings, so that's just kind of why we put that as the top group. And if you looked at the groupings, the top group is called Puma King, and then the next one was called like Puma Future, which is also a cleat, and then Puma Ultra, which is also a cleat. So we kind of just took a spin off their cleat line.
I like it. Was the trophy a cleat? Like with a
no,
no,
it's just the old classic gold.
A cup, yeah,
gold,
cup works
gold,
too.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
cup is in the name as well.
So you're
The
calling.
the medals that we had for them were really cool. They were custom made, had Puma King, black and gold. They really came out well.
That would match with the kit very well for the Armada
They look
U16's that won in the
Yeah,
black
it
and
just kind of
golds.
worked together, didn't it? They
Perfect.
probably wore it on there on the
They're
stage.
they're
with the
still
black and
wearing it,
gold,
Pat. Pat, they're still wearing
Yeah.
them today, I'm sure.
as would I, right?
Yes.
Well, you're calling us from Patton Park. I always think it's funny. It's like an Arsene Wenger type of thing. You live at Patton Park, Pat Cannon. But not only that, you've been within this Jacksonville soccer scene for such a long time, and it kind of started at Patton Park. Can you talk us through that 2011 NPSL season? Because we love to touch on it all the time on this show. We love to bring up Tommy's old interviews, but you were a part of that coaching staff.
Yeah, 2011. Was it really that long ago? Man,
Yes, it was.
yeah, no, that's where it all kind of started. We I've been at the club coaching since 2001, and we had an idea around that time to put together the best players that were in town and include some of our youth players. And I coached / played at the time, and we had the likes of probably the year that we won. I think 7 pros went either on the Armada or somewhere else right after that year. So it just shows the quality of the team that we put together from day one. And I felt like from the years of us putting it together right before the Armada started, it really helped those guys that went on and played for the Armada, like Tommy and Nerden and Remy, Gary Lewis, and then a couple other ones that were with us that played. So it was a fun time. Didn't know it was that long ago. Man, it makes me feel really old. But yeah, we had a great team and some really special players that were involved.
Yeah, that was that'd be the year before I got to town. That's how far back it
Wow.
was. I got to town in 2012. So you go a year before that. Quickly, what's the lowest age group that you guys have with JFC, Pat?
So the kids start at 5 years old. The first competitive age is U8. So that's 2018 birth years right now.
Ooh,
Makes you
goodness.
feel even older.
Yeah, thanks for that. That's terrific.
Yeah.
That's okay. I have a 2025 birth year kid, so it's fine.
Get the ball at the feet and get ready to go.
Oh, that's gonna happen. Do not worry about that. But I wanted to kind of ask you how cool is it for you when you get to see some of these kids that are starting at 5, then you see them in the competitive levels at 8, 9, 10, and see them work their way all the way through your system. And now that you've been there long enough, you've seen a lot of these kids that have grown up as part of JFC. What is that experience like for you to be able to be a part of that process for some of these kids?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we have kids from when I first started coaching in 2001 that, I hang out with now. And then going through those generations of whether you're seeing them, outside when they're, are married with kids or they come back and coach, which is really cool. And see it, in comparing that with Tommy and getting Tommy involved and coaching him when he first came into the NPSL team and then seeing where he's at now. There's many stories like that that have kids that have come through our program that are coaching with us now that play a big role within the club. And that's something that we take pride in at JFC. And that's why family is on our badge, because it's important that we have that family through whether you've played with us in 2001 to now that, there's a home to come back to and coach and support and then have their kids play at our club, which is happening now, which is really cool.
I will say Marcel Robinson within our sports department has his daughter playing in JFC, and he shared with us that anytime he has a spat with a referee, he tells them that he knows you and to watch out. Apparently that works. Apparently, if you
happens quite a bit. Yeah.
If you're upset with a referee at JFC, just tell him you know Pat Cannon, and they'll pipe down, I guess.
Or if you're upset with anything, that usually comes my way as well.
Yeah. I guess that's probably true too.
Stuart's been hopping on this JFC stuff, but I really want to get back into your career. Not only did you coach for the Ospreys, but you also coached for the Finns. You went both sides of the pond here in Jacksonville. What was that coaching experience like before? Because this is right before you hopped in and were an assistant coach under Mark Lowry for the Armada in 2016.
Yeah, I went back to back. I don't think anybody can say that. I started off the college coaching career with UNF when Derek Marinatos got hired. He rang me up and he coached in the spring with the assistant Josh Dunn at the time, and then rang me up and I decided to kind of give that a go and did a year and a half with them. At that time at JFC, we got the Boys Development Academy, so I decided to take a step back to focus on the club on the 13s and 14s because it was a lot of work. And then just happened, I think like 3 months later, Mauricio Ruiz got hired at JU, called me and asked me to be, his head assistant. I felt like it was a great opportunity, and then did that, right, and then was there for a year. Some long days of we trained before the boys went to class, so I was at campus probably around 5:30, and then obviously still doing club and getting home around 9 p.m. at night. So that really wore on me, and then during that time, our boys program at JFC kept growing, and at the time we actually were able to get Mark Lowry from Orlando City into JFC just to help within the boys DA program. And then he got into obviously within the assistant coach at the time of the Armada, and then took over with the Armada. And during that time was able to coach with him and under him as the assistant coach. And I still remember those days and how much I learned from Mark and how much knowledge he has for the game. And it was just a fantastic time with having the pro team and having the youth setup going. Certainly a time in my career where I felt like I took a big step forward on coaching.
The 16-hour days, are those fewer and farther between now as director at JFC?
No, it still goes on. Especially when you host tournaments. I was working from 6 a.m. getting home, probably like 11 o'clock after the tournament was over. So those days still pop in every now and again.
Do you get to like rest now that this weekend's over, or what's the next thing that you guys have on tap? There's no resting. It's
No
year round,
rest.
isn't it? It's a year round
Yeah,
thing.
we got started back up with the rest of the teams this week. Had a little bit of time Monday, had a little bit of a cold from being out in the rain all day Sunday, so had a little R&R Monday and then right back at it Tuesday. Actually went into the Armada offices on Tuesday and met with Nathan on some different things, and then back out to the fields and then yeah, it's been wouldn't want it any other way.
Before we let you go, Pat, I gotta know, it's a question we ask a lot of the former Armada guys back in the pro days, but is there a specific moment, especially you, it might be a little bit different because you're on the sideline, that really sticks out to you in your Armada coaching days?
Yeah, I think the first moment, which was surreal, was we were playing up in North Carolina and just walking out into the pitch, and there was 7, 8 thousand fans, and it was just the atmosphere was electric, and just being on the sideline and kind of like, man, I'm really here coaching in this environment. That one, and then the other one when we played Freddie Adu and he was playing was pretty cool. But I still remember the first time when I stepped onto the pitch and we were running a session, and at the time is when Eric Dade was the interim head coach and me and Mark were the assistant coaches, and I was running a session, and we were doing a tactical piece on defending from the front, and I instructed Pascal at the time on which way we wanted to do it, and he questioned me a little bit. The new coach coming in, and I had to stay firm, and but then learning the respect that the pros give you, even if as a young coach coming in, because they're professionals, and just the relationships that we gained through some of those players, and still talk to some of those players. It was really cool.
Yeah, awesome. And I'm sure that's the kind of lessons you guys can pass on now to the younger kids in the youth systems as they kind of work their way through and try to become the next pros. It's one of the cool things that you guys recently added there at Patton Park is just the banners along the fencing that show all these pro destinations that players have gone to from their JFC roots. So it's a pretty cool deal that you guys have going on over there at
Appreciate it.
Patton Park. Well, Pat Cannon, thank you so much for jumping in and chatting with me and Big Lou here on Fleet and Footy. And as Lou said, you live over there, so next time we're at Patton Park, we'll see you there, I'm sure.
Yep, I'll be in the office or sleeping in the hammock in the back.
All right, Pat, thank you
Thanks,
so much
guys.
for
Appreciate it.
joining us. Appreciate it. All right, good stuff there with Pat Cannon, and time to take a break here on Fleet and Footy. We got much more still to come. We're going to get some high school shout-outs here. A little high school talk coming up next. The African Cup of Nations.
What a final.
My goodness.
I
looked it up afterwards because I'm like, oh, I wonder what happened. And then I'm like, oh, my goodness. We will discuss that and much more. I see something about Jeopardy on here. You got a game for us?
It's a little game. It's more for Hambone because
Oh.
I think you'll get all the questions right.
Okay, we got a handbone game.
Wow.
I like this. I like this a lot. All right, we're coming right back here on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Stay with us. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers. And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home. Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net. After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Campion Law will fight for you till the bitter end. We suffered several injuries along with the car being totaled. They checked on us literally almost every day for the next 2 weeks, just making sure, are you okay? Do you need anything? Even Chris was texting us, like, what can we get you? Campion cares.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
Yeah, welcome back to Fleet and Footy. Have a little high school soccer action for you. We had Wolfson taking on Jackson. This was a showcase game, really, for the Gateway Conference champs. That would be the Wolfson Lady Wolfpack.
Yeah, they go on to play bowls, I believe.
Yeah.
And
It's district tournament time right now.
you had a hat trick in this game.
Yeah. That would be Catherine Kobos with a hat trick for the Wolfson Lady Wolfpack.
This last goal's nice. Boom.
Oh, yeah. Upper 90.
Yeah.
Beauty.
You're not getting to that one.
No. No. Fernandina Beach in action tonight, 7 o'clock at Bowles. Can they do it, Big Lou?
Let's hope they would avenge all my 4 losses throughout my high school days.
Never beat them.
Never beat them.
You got Peyton Manning.
No, yeah.
Never beat Florida.
Yeah, Bowles, Fletcher, those big schools, it's kind of tough. BK.
Well, that's just them being better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A small pool up in Fernandina. It's just an island. We're the island boys up there.
Yeah?
That's all we got.
Was that your nickname? Were you guys the Island Boys?
Definitely not.
You sure?
Definitely not.
Island Boys.
The Island Boys.
Maybe if the song was popular back in the day, yeah.
Okay.
Stuart doesn't know the song.
Was that the guys
Of
with
course
like
I know
the,
this song.
the
Yeah.
hair,
The
right?
hair,
the
the
weird
hair.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. I don't have much more there. All right, you got some rankings for me.
I do.
Do you want to start with boys or girls? We're starting with girls.
Yeah, let's roll it back into the girls. And you got Pontevedra.
Powered by, actually, that's Pontevedra. You didn't make this graphic.
No, I didn't.
But whoever did make this graphic spelled it wrong. So, thanks, McDonald's.
You got 2 Northeast Florida schools here in the
Yes.
top 10.
Yes.
You also got Bartram Trail down number 8.
Which I saw in the Max Preps rankings, they were both top 15. Bartram Trail and Pontevedra, leading into their matchup last week that we showed you highlights of here on Fleet and Footy. But hey, I notice a trend here. Okay, this is all I see. This looks like state of Florida.
Yes, it is. This is just the state of Florida.
I was like, man, there's a lot of Florida teams in this national top. So the Pontevedra actually is number 1 nationally.
Yes.
So they're also number 1 in the state of Florida.
There you go.
As you take a look, Pontevedra.
Pontevedra.
It happens. I've seen it, or like with a second E instead of an A at the end. People can't spell Pontevedra for some reason. It's not uncommon. And this wasn't you.
It wasn't.
No.
Not me, finally.
The thing that gets me, though, is that it's literally on the graphic on her jersey.
Well, my favorite part is that
it says it right there.
It's powered by McDonald's. I don't know if we should be promoting McDonald's.
Why not?
I guess they're already everywhere. They're in the Olympics. They're everywhere.
Golden Arches. Okay, how about the boys' rankings? Also, coincidentally, powered by McDonald's.
Powered by McDonald's as well, but another 2 North Florida schools representing in the top 10 in Florida, the rankings.
Okay, they got it right this time, by the way. At number 4, Pontevedra this time. It looks like they dropped recently.
And you got Beachside, the Barracuda sneaking back
down.
into the number 10.
The Barracuda's down there. All right. Shout out. St. John's County Soccer. It's good.
It is
Where's
good.
Fernandina Beach?
Whoa.
How far down does this graphic have to go to get them in there?
Probably far. Far, because you know what? I looked
that.
at Bishop Kenny girls where they were ranked just to kind of gauge where they were. And they're pretty far back for a team that's pretty decent in the within Florida.
All right.
There's some heavy competition in Florida soccer now.
1,000%. Shout out to the high school soccer. It is ongoing as we are now in district tournament play. So some tickets probably being booked to the postseason next week with district champs. So good luck to all the local student athletes out there competing. Hopefully it's nice and warm. I don't know. I never liked playing when it was cold.
Hated it.
Rain, I didn't mind.
Oof.
I was okay with little rain. That cooled you off while you were running around. Go sliding across the grass nicely. I also like slide tackling people. Legal, not legal, it didn't matter. I enjoyed taking people out.
A good 2 foot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was a defender, and not the most skilled with the ball at my feet, but I could take a person out if I had to. So yeah, look out. Which did not translate well to indoor soccer in college, where there's no slide tackling and you get an automatic red, and that happened quite a few times because it was ingrained in me, you know.
Man, they must have changed that rule. There's no slide tackling.
When I did it, when I was at UF, indoor soccer, they had no slide tackling.
That's probably they don't want. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have heard it was Stuart. You were playing intramural indoor and 2-footed people.
I don't know. There's a simple 1-footed.
It's just ingrained in the brain.
Yeah, that's how I got the ball away.
It's okay. All right.
Or took people out, whatever was required of the captain of the 10th grade team at Palm Beach Gardens High School. Captain's armband.
Cappy?
All right, that's enough high school time for the day. Let's talk about the African Cup of Nations.
Let's do it.
Hamby, have you seen anything on the African Cup of Nations?
0.
It was a cluster.
It was.
Let's just say that. Senegal does get the win. 1-0 over Morocco. But not without some disputes, some controversy, some angry folks on both sides.
Yes.
We had a team walk off the pitch and go to the locker room, and what looked like they were going to forfeit the game eventually came back, only for Morocco to screw up a penalty kick that would have given them the lead in stoppage time.
It was quite a dramatic game. If you want a dramatic final, this is your final to rewatch. It was all action. Both sides had plenty of chances within that first 90 minutes. But like you mentioned, right at the death, penalty gets called against Senegal for Morocco. Now, in protest to this penalty, Senegal walks back into the locker room after a little bit of a bench scuffle, VAR review type of thing. They proceed to come back onto the pitch, and Brahim Diaz, who is the tournament's top goal scorer, just switches nationality from Spanish to Morocco to play in this tournament, steps up, gets the ball given to him by Morocco's captain, who I believe if he would have scored that penalty would have been the only player to score in 5 consecutive AFCON tournaments. Goes up and decides he wants to Panenka the penalty.
Do you think there was a gentleman's agreement?
And so this was the thing.
That is part of this discussion. There's this idea that in order for them to get back out there and finish the game, there was an agreement that the penalty kick would be taken, but not in earnest.
You saw it on TV. Captain Sadio Mane was talking to Morocco's head coach while his team was back in the locker room / tunnel. And the clips have come out, and people have been saying, yeah, was there some kind of agreement to miss the penalty so we could just have it 0-0 and play it all out in the extra time? And I don't know, Stuart. That's some conspiracy theory stuff. You're on your conspiracy theory high horse today. So.
I got a tinfoil hat today, baby. Love to see it.
It was an insane final, and then you finally had the breakthrough just 4 minutes into extra time. Papi Gay scores from right outside the box. It was an absolute rocket. Goes in the bottom right-hand corner of the goal. Makes it 1-0. Senegal just takes back and defends for their life the rest of the extra time and gets it done.
Craziness.
It was crazy. You had the Senegalese fans almost coming onto the pitch.
This was in Morocco.
Yes. The capital.
And they didn't get the win.
They didn't get the win.
Kind of like Miami. Didn't get the win in their home stadium. How you feeling about that, Lou?
The less we talk about it, the happier I'll be.
No, we want to talk about it a little bit. But they did cover.
They did cover. We
got that ham bone.
We knew it wasn't going to be 9.5. The original line was like 9.5.
We had it at 8.5 in the pick segment.
That's right.
Yeah. So I was the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, man, I want them to lose, but by less than 8.
Yeah, it would have been the biggest payout in Hard Rock Bet history, I believe. In Florida.
Really?
Yeah, for Florida, if Miami would have won.
Oh, somebody put a lot.
In
you're
general,
saying in
yes,
general.
yeah.
Everybody in Miami was idiot.
Yeah.
Don't bet on sports, kids.
We're excited for next
Don't
year.
bet on,
Darian
unless
Mensah
they're paying for this show.
Darian Mensah, we're ready when you are. Loved you at Tulane. Loved you at Duke. Coming to Miami.
Are you predicting your next quarterback? Isn't he getting sued?
No, Duke had to release him. They already had to release him. So,
are you contributing to that NIL fund for him, Lou?
I'm not a Golden Cane, but I've done my time in giving that organization my hard-earned money.
Did you?
Too bad they couldn't even get
over the years.
Going to games? Yeah. Are you saying just going to games?
Yeah.
It's a shame they couldn't even get 30% of their own stadium.
That's a little different though. The national championship.
You see how expensive the tickets were. Do you see how expensive the tickets were?
I don't care. Tell it to Indiana olds. They paid for it.
Well, yeah, but that's
Y'all got olds too. You're Miami. Get there.
They've had I don't know how many years to save up for a national championship.
25
game?
years.
Oh, a long time.
Okay.
I'm just saying, Hamby and our teams have both won titles.
Multiple
in the last 20 years. Yeah.
How many do you guys have though?
Total? Combined?
You got to combine the two schools now. You might throw UCF in there too if you really want to beat us.
Not a school that won a championship.
Agreed.
Cut this out. Hamby agrees, and he's got UCF ties. Okay, enough of that. Let's move on and talk about the champion.
Champions League.
Champions League. We're in round 7 of the league phase. Any upsets? What do we got? Man City.
That's the big one.
That's the big one, huh?
They go up to the Arctic Circle and can't get it done in Norway.
Against FC Santa Claus?
Bodo
No,
Glimt
okay.
gets the job done. They were up 3-0 in that game at one point.
I think I tried to explain the FC Santa Claus thing to my wife, Courtney, and she's like, what? Like, yeah. That's the thing.
Honorary coach, Santa Claus.
Honorary coach. He's up there. Chris Kringle.
And then you also had an absolute dismantling
Ooh,
of
PSG
AS
lost
Monaco,
as well?
Real Madrid.
Oh, yeah. 6. Goodness. Ajax got to win. Atta baby.
Yes.
Like to see it.
Tottenham beat Dortmund.
What was I doing during these matches? I should have been watching this.
This was Tuesday.
Yeah. Baby
Baby.
watching. Baby
Baby.
watching. It's weird. It's like I'm halfway between do I want to put the TV on for me, but we don't want her to have screen time. So I have the one TV that like is on a hinge. So like I'll hinge it away from whatever room she's in and have the audio on so I can listen to games or whatever on it without her getting the
I feel like screen
screen time.
Soccer screen time should be allowed though, like no matter
yeah,
what. Like I feel like that. So
that's my
she just
internal
replays
debate.
it.
I do want the sports screen time to happen, to ingrain that in her mind that she's gonna enjoy sports and we'll play some sports.
Have you ever had her watch you on the television yet?
She has, yeah. She's watched me on some shows
That's
before.
good.
I guess if she played for JFC right now, she'd be on the U16's. I don't know if they have that age division over there.
I bet you they got U4s. Definitely, they go down to pretty young.
He said 5. He
Yeah,
said 5
there you
before
go.
they start.
There you go.
All right, we got another group of games from Wednesday.
Yeah, the Wednesday games, yesterday's matchups. Those Tuesday's matchups were a little bit more exciting, but you had Barcelona ended up coming back after being down. They win. They beat Slavia Prague 4-2.
Okay.
Give
it up to
you had
a team like Prague. Interesting.
You had Athletic Bilbao ended
There
up
you go.
coming back in their game. Now they're back into the playoffs. They're now the last team in, and Napoli is the last team out, I believe.
How many rounds do we have in this?
One more game.
One more,
Stuart.
just one more.
That's it.
Oh boy.
Round 8 is the last round.
So let's take a look at the standings and take a look.
That would be pick
that looks
number
like.
3.
It would be. Yeah. So top 8 get the bye. 9 to 24 have to play each other to face the top 8. Any surprises in that bottom tier? Ajax, of course.
Napoli. It's got to be that Napoli team.
It's Ajax.
Benfica, maybe. But you've got a couple of teams that could flip-flop down into that relegation zone.
Oh, yeah.
And the big surprise has got to be Karabag from Azerbaijan. Gets another win. It's her 3rd win in Champions League. Previously, no team from Azerbaijan had ever won a game in the Champions League. And now it's looking like they might move on to the next round.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
No.
No.
What do you call me out for?
No. You got. Unrelated.
Okay.
Unrelated. All right. Well, there you go. Champions League.
You're
One more.
fact checking me in Azerbaijan?
No. Unrelated.
Okay.
I'll tell you in the break.
All right.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your Champions League update. We got one more break to take. Then we got a game.
We got a game. It'll be fun.
I like it when we had the games on the Brett and Austin show. They do a lot of games, right? That's become
You've
big,
asked me to do this
big part of the
recently
show
because of that.
to create a game.
Yeah.
So create some fun, interactive segments.
We got Jeopardy coming up next.
Okay. And of course, the weird soccer story of the week. Still to come right here on Fleet and Footy, Action Sports Jack's 24/7 network. We'll be right back. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jack's 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Campion Law will fight for you till the bitter end. We suffered several injuries along with the car being totaled. They checked on us literally almost every day for the next 2 weeks, just making sure, are you okay? Do you need anything? Even Chris was texting us, like, what can we get you? Campion cares.
This is Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, sponsored by Alive Credit Union.
All right, welcome back. Give a wave, Hamby. Yeah, there he is. Welcome back to the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 studios here on a wonderful Thursday. It's gorgeous out, Lou.
It is.
Beautiful, beautiful day.
It's about to get cold again.
What?
That little cold front's coming through. You didn't see that? Everyone's freaking out about it.
Who's freaking out?
Everyone. We're like right on the edge of it, but
we'll be all right.
we'll be good. We'll be good.
I'm not worried about it. All right, how do you want this game to go?
I want this game to go. I'll flash up, or Hamby will flash up the Jeopardy picks.
Okay.
I'd like Hambo to try to answer first.
All right.
And then you can answer second.
Okay, and then you can answer third.
Yeah.
In case neither of us gets it.
I think you guys got it. I think even Hambone's got it.
So this was on Jeopardy the other day.
Literally last night.
First round of Jeopardy. Not double Jeopardy?
I think it was the first round.
First round. A whole category of MLS questions.
Yes.
On Jeopardy.
Yes.
But you don't know how the contestants did.
I don't. I'll have to rewatch the video, but I'm hoping you guys do better than them.
I always enjoy the sports ones because I yell. I'm just like, how do you not know this? You know, I'm yelling at the TV quite often when this happens. All right, so Hambone, if you want to cue us up with Jeopardy pick number 1, his arrival to play with the LA Galaxy in 2007 significantly boosted the league's visibility. Hambone?
Who is Landon Donovan?
Incorrect.
Think about it one more time.
No, he guessed and was wrong.
But I kind of wanted to get it right.
Who is David Beckham?
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah.
Becks.
So Donovan was too early then, right? Because didn't he play on the Galaxy?
It was around the same time. I believe Donovan had just signed right before, and their big thing was they wanted to get as many superpowers as they could together, and they signed David.
Donovan wasn't bringing the visibility quite like Becks was. Yeah. That international. Was he the first of the international superstars to really?
Yes, and that's the reason why we have the designated player rule, basically the David Beckham rule.
That's why they gave him a franchise too, right?
It was part of his contract.
Smart contract.
Yes.
Just like Messi saying, I want apples. All the Apple TVs. $400 question. This squad in the nation's capital won the first MLS Cup in 1996 and has won 3 more since then.
Yeah. So the DC blanks. Can you? I have one hint. Is it plural or is it singular?
There's no mascot name.
It's not a mascot name.
What?
No, they're just together.
The DCFC.
DCPS, that's the one.
DCPS.
DC United.
That is correct.
DC United.
Yeah, I don't. If I couldn't get those, then I'm in rough shape.
Yeah, these are the easy ones. These are the $200 and $400 questions.
I'm in big trouble here.
Oh,
we'll
dear.
see. We'll see, though.
All right. $600 for scoring a league-leading 23 goals during the 2025 season. Christian Benteke was a shoo-in for this award.
All right, so whatever the top award is for the best MLS player.
Yes, and it's also kind of
a shoo-in.
The Golden Boot.
Ding, ding, ding.
Very nice. All right.
Let's go.
I always appreciate the Jeopardy question writers when they do that. You know?
It's nice.
When they throw you a bone and really make it a fun wordplay. You know I like wordplay, obviously.
Huge.
$800. Like its NFL counterpart, MLS's New England Revolution plays its home games at this stadium in Foxborough.
Gillette.
There you
go.
Okay. So maybe he's just a big money ham bone over here. Goes with the $600 and $800 ones.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get any
after
those first two.
All right, big money. Of the 3 Canadian teams in the league, this one is based farthest west.
Oh, dude, I don't know Canadian geography. You got to give me a break here.
Oh, Hambo, not even the geography you know? Where's Toronto, east or west?
That's east.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
How about Quebec?
Okay, Montreal was east or west?
Montreal's east.
There you go.
Also east. So there's one team in the west.
Vancouver.
Hey.
Yes. And wait,
Can
do you
give us
remember
a
the
team
name? They just played the MLS Cup final against Inter Miami.
Singular or plural?
Plural. It's a mascot name.
The Vancouver.
Heard to say it a lot.
Oh, he hasn't.
Valkyries.
Whitecaps. That's a
White
cool
Caps.
name. That's a very cool name.
Whitecaps.
Whitecaps.
Top of a mountain.
Yeah.
Whitecaps.
Hey, I'll take my $1,400.
I'll give you that hit.
You know, I don't think that's how Jeopardy works. I don't think you just get to walk out of here with $1,400.
Well.
But you know what? Give it a go.
MLS edition it does.
That was fun.
I'm glad you like that.
Thank
I'm glad
Lou.
you like that.
Yeah, appreciate it. That was enjoyable. And
I think I could actually do better international than an MLS, I think.
Yeah, because those are the ones that appeared on your FIFA game.
So then
right.
I'll have to see if I can find a former Jeopardy one where they go through European teams. I'm sure they do. I'm sure.
I don't know. That's a good question. We'll certainly find out. And I'm going to try and track down the segment and see how the contestants did.
Okay.
You know, I feel like if you know anything about sports, you'd get the Gillette Stadium one.
Yes.
You know what stadium is in Foxborough, you know? I don't know. We'll see. All right, we're nearing the end of the program. This Thursday has flown by.
It's a quick one.
On Fleet and Footy. We do appreciate everybody joining us for this show. But you know what? Before we leave, what do we got to do, Lou?
We got to talk about
the weird soccer story of the week. Oh, goodness. What do we have here?
Now, the man you're seeing right here, his name is Mauricio dos Anjos.
Okay.
Mauricio dos Anjos.
He's a lifelong supporter of Flamengo, which is one of the top clubs in Brazil.
Surprisingly, pink, not one of their colors.
Has made the remarkable decision to cover his entire chest and back with a tattoo of his team's jersey.
No, that's tats?
That's tats.
Dude, I didn't even realize.
Is there a jersey number on the back?
There is. If you go to pick number 2. He said a lot of people told him that he'd feel a lot of pain in his ribs and armpits. He said the ribs hurt, but the spine was the worst. That was terrible. My neck and stomach hurt pretty bad too, but the rest was fine.
Dude.
What if they change logos? I guess he always has a throwback jersey.
Well, they're pretty. Well, their big thing is the red and white, the red and black
Hoops,
stripes.
some hoopage. Yep.
And that logo stays pretty consistent.
Yeah, that looks like one they're sticking with for a while. And number 10 goes with number 10.
Can't go wrong with number 10. I know we've got some crazy fans in the NFL, but I don't know if they do this. I don't know if they do this.
There's more to life, brother.
How much do you think that tattoo cost?
That's thousands of dollars.
I don't know. It might maybe if the tattoo artist like Flamenco, you know what I mean? He gave him a little discount.
No.
In Brazil.
No, he didn't. Nope.
But you know what the fun fact is?
Tell me.
Never has to buy another jersey.
Exactly.
How much money is he saving?
What?
Well, if he were Lou,
over the long run.
If it were Lou, he might be netting. Even.
Well, I would have. I couldn't even. I couldn't pick a team.
One. He couldn't pick.
I couldn't pick a team.
Good point.
Lou would not be able to pick one jersey.
Come on, man.
Look at this guy. Wow. He's happy about it. He's smiling.
That's great.
I mean, it's never gonna not fit.
He's always ready for a game.
Right?
Dude,
He doesn't have to worry about it not fitting at some point.
that's pathetic.
I mean, a beer belly might make the lines a little distorted.
He's definitely got to stay in shape.
Wow. I mean, that's motivation. That's something.
Someone's got to do this for the Armada next.
No, they do not.
No.
904?
Hey, Section 904, I am not encouraging this.
Don't get any bad ideas.
But they might. I don't know. They might. My goodness. Well, that is a weird soccer story of the week.
Glad you enjoyed that.
I did enjoy that quite a bit. I question people's life decisions constantly. My goodness. Well, appreciate everybody joining us here on a Thursday for Fleet and Footy. We do it every Thursday, 2 o'clock on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, talking all about the Jacksonville Armada and the world of soccer, including everything you just saw. If you didn't see tonight's show or you're hopping in right now, well, you're an hour late. That's okay. Go check it out on the Action Sports Jacks YouTube page anytime. And go check out past episodes as well. I might even add this to the playlist.
Yes.
Like Big Lou wants me to do. All right, appreciate everyone joining us. We will talk to you next week on Fleet and Footy.